push yourself down. Woo!
Charmaine Kearse's little boy is a typical toddler. He laughs, he plays, he gets into mischief, but he wasn't always this way.
Desmond was born with a rare liver disease called biliary atresia, and he had a lot of complications, so he was put in a transplant team in Miami, Florida, because they're supposed to be the best.
Without the liver transplant, Charmaine says her baby was going to die.
You're going night-night.
He was deathly ill. He was deathly ill.
Thank you.
But money was tight. There wasn't any. And Charmaine did not have a car. So there was no way to get to the medical center for the liver transplant her son so desperately needed. Until Angel Flight came along. Angel Flight pilots flew the little family to the hospital when a liver became available, flew them back and forth whenever they needed a ride, and Charmaine firmly believes Angel Flight pilots helped save her son's life.
They are heroes. They are heroes.
No, we aren't heroes, says Angel Flight pilot Howard Wasden. He says the patients are the heroes.
It's one patient in particular made me realize that I needed to be a better person. This one was dying. She was literally down, I mean, I don't know, maybe 10 weeks, I think, maybe she told me. Stage 4 breast cancer with metastasis, which means it had gone to the other organs in her body. And she had the best attitude that I've ever seen. I came back off that flight and told my wife that I had a lot of growing to do as a person.
This from a Navy SEAL wounded in Somalia. As proud as he is of his time in the military, he says he may be just a little bit prouder of his Angel Flights.
As corny as it sounds, I think you should give back. So I started being an Angel Flight pilot just to give back.
What makes Angel Flight so beautiful is its simplicity. It's an organization of volunteer pilots who help people who need help. Angel Flight is free. There is never a charge. And for people like Ashley Gore, Angel Flights are a godsend.
My son Jake is 12. He has Asperger's, epilepsy, oppositional defiance, impulse control, ADHD, the list goes on.
Her son desperately needed more help than their rural area could offer, but flying across the state for better services was too expensive for this single mother, and a 12-hour drive was out of the question for fragile Jake. Then the child's neurologist told Ashley about Angel Flight. She was skeptical, but...
And within 7 days, we had 4 pilots all lined up, which to me was a miracle.
She said she would never forget how kind the pilots were to her son and to her.
I hope that the pilots that fly with Angel Flight realize what they do for moms like myself that find themselves in situations where they want to move mountains for their children, and sometimes we need a little help, and this random acts of kindness are such a blessing. I'm forever grateful to know that there's an organization like Angel Flight that's out there to help kids like my son and their families.
Who are the Angel Flight pilots? Ordinary people with everyday jobs as teachers or lawyers or chiropractors or small business owners, and they are pretty much anonymous. Outside of spouses or close friends, few know that in their spare time they pilot their planes for Angel Flight. They don't do it for glory, there is none. They don't do it for money, there is none. They don't do it for love of flying alone because they can fly anytime. So why do they do it? There are many explanations. Here's one.
The reason I volunteer for Angel Flight, you can sum that up in one word. It's the whole reason I became a SEAL. It's the reason I became a doctor, and the simple answer is love. I think we live in the greatest country in the world. I still believe that. And I think the reason that we are the greatest country in the world is because we love and take care of each other.
They do it for him, they do it for her, they do it for this child, and they do it for that one. They do it for all their patients, from little ones to the elderly, for veterans, for families, for everyone and anyone, all who need a helping hand, who need a little love.
So Angel Flight is, forever grateful. I'm forever grateful.
But despite what pilots may say, they are heroes. They are Angel Flight. Every single one of them.